Ooh, am I recording? I'm recording. How's it going, guys? Today we're going to talk about my tackle box, as in like what kind of baits I use. Plastics, soft plastics, hard plastics, and got a couple requests asking, hey, can you show us, your tackle box, what kind of baits you use? So I thought it'd be an interesting video to make. Like every single one of us, we all have different baits, different lures that we use. Our favorites, the ones we don't like. For me, typically, I like to buy baits that I would use in the long run. Not just use it and then set it aside for like a couple months and then not use it. So I want to get my money's worth. I have, in the past, I did end up being one of those where I bought a bait just to try, but then I kind of just forgot about it. So I'm trying to step away from that trend right there. So only buy what I need and what I want to use. And here and there, I'll buy maybe something new to try out and see if I like it. But, yeah, let's get started. It's been a while since I've touched these. Here, I'll see if you guys can see this. This is my soft plastic storage bag, or it's cooler. Got from Gander Mountain, when they were going out of business. So it was on sale for like, I think, $10-20. I forgot. But I'm gonna start off with these. Alright, so for me, I put all my plastics in like into Ziploc bags. So if I go fishing, I don't want to take like 50 pounds worth of plastics with me. So I only take like a couple, whatever I need or think I might need that day. For me, I kind of label these. Like I have my creature baits, swim baits. This one here is my swim bait plastics, like Kitex. This one's 3.5 inch. Bluegill Flash. Bluegill Flash, not Fash. Here we go. This is a 3.8 inch. A little bit bigger. The first one here is the skinny one. And this is the fat impact one. I like using these. Like everyone says, they're not that durable, but I've caught a lot of fish on them. So they have some bass assassin here, white, and then got the bluegill again, or flash middle color. Kind of looks similar to bluegill, so not much of a big difference. I just usually use these as jig trailers, swim jig trailers, chatterbait trailers, or if I'm fishing like really weedy situations, I'll just throw them in like a Texas rig, and I'll just throw them through the weed. That's how I'll catch fish. And then my newest, got another Kitex here. Some more Kitex. Same thing, pretty much like middle colors, bluegill colors, simple stuff, And then one of my newest and favorite plastics, Z-Man TRDs. So these are 2 3/4 inch, I think. 2.75. Yep, 2.75. Black and blue. Love this color. If you guys watch my videos, smallmouth in the river, it's all day. Then I got the copper truce here, or chartreuse, whatever you guys call it. Haven't used this one much. I took my brother and I, we went out. I took him out, and we caught. It was like really late in the season. It's really cold. The water temp was 45 degrees. He was throwing one of these, and then I was throwing a black and blue. And they did the job, caught about the same amount of fish, so nothing too big there. And then I only used 3 colors so far, well 4 for the TRDs. It's the flash middle, well not flash middle, but middle color one. If I can find it somewhere, I think it's somewhere eventually, but black and blue, copper truce, and then my second favorite, the goby color. I've used this in ultra clear water where you can see like 20-30 feet below water and catch some fish on these. Sadly, it was really rainy that day, so I couldn't get any good footage on it. But these also work really well in like murky, dark river water. So caught smallmouth on these and largemouth, so really cool. Alright, so this was my swim bag, or moving action plastics. Next big one here, it's just from this. This is my jig trailer bag. So these baits in here are ingredients. I would say 95% of whatever's in this bag is what I would put like behind a jig trailer, or mainly what I would use behind a jig trailer. Bio spawn here, I've actually never used this before. I won this in a raffle, so haven't really tested it out because I was really late in the season. Got some rage tail here, rage craw. My cousin actually introduced me to these this kind of bait. We were in Tennessee, and I forgot my plastics. I left it back at the campsite, and my cousin had some with him, and he decided to share some. Thank you very much. So I've been obsessed with these lately. After I get the chance, I try stock up on these really deadly jig trailers, or you can just Texas rig it and get the job done. So especially if you go to a lake, I fish in a lake where there's crawfish and also invasive crawfish, where their color typically used to be are usually around green pumpkinish color, brownish, reddish color. So just your typical average green pumpkin color, really good. And then that was 4-inch one. I got another 4-inch one. I don't really use the 4-inch one just because in Wisconsin, it's not like down south where you guys catch like 5, 6, 7 pounders. For us up here, it's a little bit harder to find 4 or 5 pounders like average. So I catch a lot of 2, 3 pounders. So I tend to throw smaller baits just so I can get more bites. I would like to catch a big one because, you know, bigger baits, bigger fish. But for me, when I go out, I want to produce. So that bait does produce really well. But I like the 3-inch more. Here we go. Here's some more rage tail. These are the Rage Menace. I like using these for my swim jigs. Got the little flappy tail at the end. Really cool. These are also some pretty good punching baits or flipping baits. So haven't really thrown them much like that with just them up and sellers, but hopefully I'll try to do that more this year. Some Havoc here. This is possibly my most favorite jig trailer for largemouths. Up north here we have a lot of dark, dirty, stained water. So black and blue again, really great color, especially for like dark water situations. And basically, I just throw it behind a jig, and that's how I catch them. So pretty much all the same thing. Got some pit boss here, green pumpkin. Haven't really used these much. I'm planning to punch more and flip more this year, so these are gonna come in very handy situations. So the rest of these just, you know, some more Skeet Lee's pit boss. So I'm also planning to do one more order from Tackle Warehouse. Try out some new plastics for punching, and we'll see how that goes. I'm just waiting for the sale to come around, whatever that is. Maybe May or April, we'll see. But moving on to the next one. Oh, this bag here is my Dropshot bag. So it's just some worms here, bow spawn. And we got the Z-Man, finesse shad. I actually haven't really caught anything on this. I threw a couple times, had a little nibble, that was it. But I didn't drop shot much last year. Got some more, I forgot what the brand name for this. I'm gonna go find that and post in the link. But sort of drop shot worms. I think this is the I'm not sure. They have some really crazy names for some of these colors, like the People's Worm or something like that. But typically I'll stick around like the green pumpkin ish color. And oh, this is a new one here. This is the Z-Man trick shots. I really like how they are and the action I've seen online on YouTube. So I went and bought some black ones, the black one. And I'm planning to maybe rig this up with the Z-Man shrooms, just like how I do with the TRDs. So see how that goes this year. There's some more drop shot worms. Got green pumpkin dish with some chartreuse color in it. Got some flutes, and actually I got these like 2-3 years ago. This is one of those baits where it's been collecting dust. I know flutes are really effective. It's just I haven't really had a time to like throw these too. So, but those are like the 4-inch ones. They're kind of big for me. Like I said earlier, I would throw like a 3-inch one. But we'll see. It's just there's so much baits out there, you know, that it's like, oh man, so we think different techniques and lures to try, but I'm gonna really have to search these things up. Give me a second. I remember the name now. Got it. Looked it up, and these are robo worms. So around, I believe, 5 to 6 inch ish, maybe. The most success I've had so far was using this one right here. It's like a black, a little purplish red color to it. But again, like I said, I didn't drop shot much, but I tend to stick around the green pumpkin, like your typical green pumpkin color. And then if the water's really dark, I'll go for like a dark, like black colors, black and blue, black and purple, stuff like that. But I'm hoping to do some more drop shot this year. Probably gonna try something different too. We'll see. But this is my drop shot bag, as I call it. Nothing too fancy here. So if you guys can tell, I've been really into the Z-Man products. It's been really good, especially with their Elastech, so it's more durable. Alright, halfway there, guys. Oh, cool. My tube bag. I haven't really thrown tubes that much. If you guys watch, again, some of my videos I actually just started last year. I've been throwing in the Milwaukee River. I started throwing tubes, and it's been really effective. And these are another. These are baits that are like 3 years old. Like, I haven't touched these for like almost 3 years, just because I bought a bunch of these off of eBay for like 20 bucks. So I got like a lot, like 40 of these for like, I'm not sure, 50, 60 of these for like 20 bucks. But it's been years now. These are 4-inch. Again, I should have bought like 3-inch. You know, as over time, I just ended up wanting to catch more fish. I wasn't too worried about like catching like a giant or anything like that. So I just wanted the numbers. And but this is one of those variety packs I just bought. I'm not sure what kind of brand this is, but I've seen other brands where they're very similar. I'll take one out so you can see what it looks like. So you got your rib tubes here. Then you got the claws, the skirt down here. But it's an unknown brand. I've actually I've threw one of these once in the Wisconsin River by Dan. And I actually got a huge muskie on it, on the black and blue one. But I didn't set my drag, so when I tried to set the hook, you know, you guys know what happened. The hook didn't penetrate, and the muskies just got off. But it's all right, you know. That was my very first tube action ever. But the rest is the same thing: watermelon colors, the green pumpkin colors. Nothing too fancy here. But for me, I like to throw 3.5-inch tube at most. 4-inch, maybe, you know, if I start throwing them more. Like any other baits out there, you won't have any, you know, much success with them if you don't throw them. So moving on here, this is just my worm bag here, like Xenko's shaky head worms. I know for drop shot worms you can use that for like shaky heads too. It just depends. But I do love my Gary's. Excuse me, you guys sneeze. So, go back to my Gary's. Green pumpkin with some purple flakes. Good. Green pumpkin with a chartreuse tail at the end. I haven't really done this color much. Maybe this year, early spring, with the water, it's all like freshly melted off the ice, so it's really dark and muddy. And here's I forgot what color this is. I think it's a perch. I don't know, it's all worn out. I can't see the lettering, but I like this color. It's really cool. I just mainly fish my Xenkos and worms wacky style. And then I got some power tubular 6 sticks here. Kind of largely on this color and the pink color, but I've had issues with these where they don't sink at all. With the pink one, at least so far, it was just floating, so I have to like touch it more so it'll sink. So I haven't really used those much. And then these are on sale, super cheap. Some Gander Mountain watermelon worm. Looks kind of similar to Gary's, but you know, there's a debate out there. It's just personal preference. And it has some big baits here, big bite baits, excuse me. I believe this is what they call it, the sugar cane worm. And again, these two right here are actually like almost 3 years old. Something I haven't really thrown, haven't had much success with. And then I got the Squirrel Toe here. So these are really cool. I use these for shaky heads. When it goes down there, the tail will float up like this, so it'll just be in midair in the water. So caught some fish on it, really cool. Okay, next bag. Last one was my warm bag. This one here is my creature bait. So anything creature is brush frogs. See, they call these the baby action cat. This is actually my favorite creature bait, net bait. Super cheap. Like when they're on sale, I bought these for like $1.50 each. So these are my favorite just because I've had you know, I've used these the most, so I've had the most success on these. Typically I'll just rig it up with a Texas rig. Got my tungsten there, and then just your regular like Gamakatsu hook right there. But actually I went away from Gamakatsu. You guys will see my other tackle box shortly. But I started using Trokar more, and I've been loving Trokar ever since. But the tail here is actually got bit off, but here's how it would look like full with the tail. So I'll just swim it. I can swim it. I'll just bounce on the bottom, anything like that. So catches fish, and this is actually my favorite color. It's kind of hard to find. This is the Bama bug color, or Bama, however you guys say that. Alabama Bama bug. But it has a little purplish color to it. There you guys can see it. Green pumpkin. So really good bait. For me at least. You know, works differently for everyone. And then we have what is it? June bug color here. Same thing. Same bait, net bait. Baby action cat. And of course, black and blue. And I have two more colors, which is just basically Okeechobee color here. Got a mixture of like green pumpkin and some sparkly bluish in there. I'll take something up. So it looks like green pumpkin. This is actually the first color I start off with, just because I bought one to try, and it was very good for me in dirty stained water and also semi-clear water. So it's been really good. And if I can find the other one here somewhere. Oh, here you go. And then just your typical green pumpkin color. Pumpkin. So these are my creature baits. I don't have much creature bait besides the net bait. These are the main ones that I usually throw. And I think the other two is just brush hog here. It's like a watermelon one. I haven't really thrown this much actually. It's really big. It's like I think 5 or 6 inches. But I haven't had much success on these just because I haven't thrown these. So I can't say they're bad baits. I've seen people caught some big fish on them. So I'm gonna have to throw these more once it's time to fish. Still really cold up here in Wisconsin. I forgot what this one is. A creature. These are on sale, so I just bought them. This one again, it's one of those 2-3 year old bait that I haven't touched in a while. It's, you know, just really weird. Or I haven't found the time to throw these just because I'm having a lot of success on another bait. So this is my creature bait bag. Last bag, guys. Last bag. Some of you guys might think, oh man, that's a lot, but this is nothing compared to what other people have out there. It's crazy. And then more rage crawl. You guys saw my jig bag earlier. This one is also my jig bag, but it's just filled with rage crawl. That's it. And these are the 3-inch one. So these are my main two go-to jig trailers. Black and blue. And just another color. If I can find it. There you go. Green pumpkin. So I'll take these out and show you guys. They have the really sweet coffee scent. I like that scent. It smells really good. But these are my favorite at the moment. I saw that Z-Man has these, I forgot what they call it, but they have their own craw bait too that I want to try out. but I have allergies, so excuse me. But I can still smell it. It smells so good. It's like fresh coffee scent in the morning. I don't drink coffee, but I just love the smell of it. Here you go. Got the black and blue, green pumpkin. So as I stated, I really like throwing smaller size baits just for the profile, because a lot of times, you know, for a bass, it looks like an easy meal, something really small and fragile. So, you know, I hooked this up to my jigs. I'll show you guys. We'll get to that in the next few seconds here. But I really love these. Even like when I'm fishing and a bass takes off on the arm, I still catch fish with just one arm. And typically when I lose both arms, I've tried tossing around here and there, but I haven't really caught, you know, any fish like armless crawl. But it's just the action when it goes in the water. It gives you, you know, makes them strike. So it's really cool. It is my rage crawl bag, I guess you can call it. It's one of the nicest soft plastic smelling bait out there.